A fine romance with no kisses. A fine romance, my friend, this is. They think we're like a couple of hot tomatoes, but we're as cold as yesterday's mashed potatoes. A fine romance with no wrestling. A fine romance with no nestling. We might as well play bridge with our maiden aunts. Love hasn't got a chance. This is a fine romance.
Hello, Bill. You shouldn't have waited up for me. Well, Bill, I've gone and done it. I'm going to get married. I feel ever so peculiar. I know. Why don't I bundle you up and we'll run off somewhere together? Somewhere I've never been. What about Hatch End? Or Totteridge? Did I hear you say Totteridge? Oh, hello. Yes, I didn't wake him up. I just wanted to tell someone. About Totteridge? No, about the sea thing. Mike asked me to marry him. Well, what did you say? Yes. Laura, I'll go and make some coffee. Oh, no. You make the coffee. I'll get Phil up. Oh, do you think that's a good idea? Yes, he'll be thrilled. Well, Are you thrilled, Bill? Yes, I thought you would be.
I told Laura you'd be thrilled.
I am. I am. Incredibly, really.
You may not believe it, but when old Sleepy here proposed to me, I felt wonderful. Sort of light-headed or trembly. How do you feel?
A bit peculiar.
Laura.
Well, I'm sorry, I do.
Well, I'm thrilled. Can we get back to bed now?
No. I want to hear all about it. What was the restaurant like? Was it candlelight and soft music?
No candlelight and a loud singer.
And Mike proposed when he'd finished singing?
No, he shouted, "Will you marry me?" in the middle of a song.
Shouted?
Yes.
And you shouted yes back?
Yes.
Well, what did the other customers think?
There weren't any. We were the only two there.
You mean it was late and they'd all gone home?
No, it was early and they'd never arrived.
Just typical of you two. Why is that?
I don't know. The way of things.
Now, don't say it like that. Mike's asked you to marry him, and you've accepted. I mean, that's lovely, isn't it? Don't say the way of things as if it's some awful, inevitable conclusion.
Well, it is in a way. I mean, we both know for some time that we'd have to settle for each other.
This here romance is dead.
You are happy, aren't you?
Oh, yes. I think so. I just feel a bit peculiar. Well, good night.
I don't know. All this time, all these ups and downs, Mike finally proposes and all Laura feels is peculiar. What do you think?
I'm thrilled!
So I proposed, and she said yes.
Well, many congratulations, Mike. I really couldn't be more delighted.
Thanks, Wilfred.
When's the great day?
What great day?
The wedding day.
I don't know. It's a funny word, wedding, isn't it?
I've heard funnier.
It's one of those words with a ring of finality to it. Like terminal, kismet, irrevocable.
I think you should stop there. I recognize the symptoms, you know. The medical definition is cold feet.
Stupid, I know, but I thought once you'd made the final commitment, things would sort of unclutter themselves. Yeah, I'll be honest, Wilfred. Since I proposed, I've thought of more reasons why we shouldn't get married than I did before I proposed.
Well, that's par for the course. Well, I thought of running off and enlisting.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Oh, no. I married the girl I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Funny thing, though, 3 weeks later, I got called up for national service.
See? Spend the rest of your life with. That's got a fine old ring to it as well.
Well, it is supposed to have.
Was looking at that house in the country that did it. I suddenly realized I didn't want it unless Laura was there. Hello, Selway Landscape Gardening. Who? Oh, Laura. Hello, this is Mike. Well, yes, I suppose you would. What? When? Ah, that's terrific. Ah, it's wonderful. No, I am not pulling faces. I'm fine. How are you? Oh. Oh, right. I'll see you later. She feels peculiar. I wish you wouldn't smirk, Wilfred. You're not a natural smirker. It doesn't become you.
I'm sorry. What was wonderful and terrific that you were pulling faces at?
Oh, Laura's mum and dad are coming down.
Ah, I thought you said they were nice.
Well, they are. It's just that, I don't know, things seem to be closing in. I do wish you wouldn't smirk, Wilfred.
Well, well, well. My little dumpling getting married.
Yes, your little dumpling's getting married.
We'd almost despaired, you know.
Well, of course, when I started drawing my old age pension.
Oh, now, don't be silly, dear. I simply meant that you and Mike...
Yes?
Well, it has gone on, hasn't it?
Well, I've only known him a year, and we haven't seen each other for 6 months of that.
And not so much in time, in density.
You see, the last we heard, you decided to be just good friends.
Well, we had, but then suddenly he shouted, "Will you marry me?" And I shouted yes.
Shouted?
Yes.
Why should he shout, "Will you marry me"?
Well, look, does it matter? It's done now.
You make it sound like some awful mistake.
Yes, well, maybe it is. I don't know.
Helen, what is wrong with your sister?
Nothing's wrong. It's just nerves. When you've accepted a proposal of marriage, you feel...
Peculiar?
Yes.
Oh, don't touch me or I shall cry.
Ah, that'll be Mike.
Hello.
I think it's lovely news. Only, be careful what you say to Laura.
Why?
Well, she's feeling a bit...
So am I.
Here he is.
Here he is.
Here I am.
Well, congratulations, Mike.
Oh, thanks, Phil. Alice? Tom?
Why did you shout, "Will you marry me"?
Well, there was this singer.
Never mind about that. Well, have you got a kiss for the old dragon?
Oh, certainly. Not that you are, but I had.
Had what?
A kiss.
Oh! And there's your Laura.
Hello.
Well, who's the coffee?
Anybody watch the rugby on Saturday?
Yes. You know, the French had a place kicker like Ollie Campbell.
We're not here to talk about rugby.
Well, I certainly don't want everybody talking about Mike and me all the time.
No, of course not.
When's the wedding?
We don't know.
Oh. Church? Or register office?
We don't know that either.
You wear a hat.
I'll wear 5 hats if it'll make everybody happy.
You know about the temper.
It's not temper. She feels...
What?
Peculiar.
How do you know?
You told me on the phone.
Oh, yes.
What about you, Mike? Quite a step, isn't it?
What is?
Marriage.
Oh, yes, I suppose it is at our age. My age.
Oh, don't need to worry, Mike. Easy as falling off a log.
Your best man said you were shaking like a leaf when you were waiting in the church.
No, I wasn't.
Helen looks so beautiful.
So will Laura.
Why couldn't you say that?
But you were just going to, weren't you, Mike?
No?
See?
Well, I would have if I'd thought of it.
Well done.
Well, that's no good, is it? What am I meant to do? Go through life treasuring all the beautiful things you might have said if you thought of them?
Now, look.
I know. I'll get Jenny to look after Bill, and we'll all go down and look at Mike and Laura's house.
Well, we haven't got it yet.
Its offer's over, you see. We've just made a bid.
We'd love to see it.
Laura?
Well, sure. I mean, get up a coach party if you like.
I'll go and see Phil. Phil, could you pop round and talk to Jenny?
All right. Excuse me.
I must powder my nose.
You know, in life, I think I'll powder my nose too.
I would have said it if I'd have thought of it.
I know.
You don't have to wear a hat.
Neither do you.
Oh, that might be for me. I left the number with Wilfred. Hello, Selway Landscape Garden. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 7882196. Yeah, yes, speaking. Oh, Mr. Baldwin, right.
It's Russ.
Mr. Baldwin, about the hat. I see. When was this? Is that final? I don't know. Yes, I realise that. Yes, if I can, I will. No. No, I understand. Yes. Goodbye.
There's another bidder, isn't there?
Yes. And he's just outbid us.
Well, we knew this might happen. You said we could go up another £500.
I know, but he's gone up another 1,000.
Oh, Mike.
Perhaps we can raise it.
Where?
I don't know.
Shall I tell you what I'm most happy about?
What's that?
The question of a baby. With you wanting one and Mike not, well, quite honestly, I thought it was a difference that couldn't be solved. But you obviously have. You've obviously discussed it and decided what you both want to do. That's what I'm most happy about.
Well.
Yes. Well, it's certainly got character.
Yeah, it's the sort of place you could do things with. If you wanted to.
Not actually derelict, is it?
Well, isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Would you like to look round? There's plenty of land. Our buildings.
Yes, we'd love to. Except,
Oh, I've got some wellies in the van.
Oh.
I've only got one pair, though.
Oh, that's all right. Helen can carry me.
Daddy,
Yes, Dumpling?
unless we can find £2,000, we shall lose it. I know it's a mess, but it won't always be. Mike loves it. And I love it too, and we've got plans. It's a dream. And it's taken so long to have a dream.
Would you like a cheque? Or used banknotes in an old suitcase?
Tell Mike when we get back. I'd like it to come from you.
I'm not very good at that sort of thing.
That's all right. I'm very sweet.
Oh, we're going to look at the outbuildings.
Laura said you wanted to see me.
Yes, I thought we should have a little talk, Mike.
Yes, of course.
Jolly good.
I think there's something you ought to know straight away. I am not a womanizer.
Aren't you? Well, that's good, isn't it?
And I don't drink. Yeah, well, I do, but not to the falling down stage. Well, I did fall down once, but I was only 17.
Jolly good. The thing is, Mike, I had a talk with Laura.
Well, you need have no fears on that score.
What score?
Fidelity.
No. We were discussing finances.
Well, I can only promise I'll try. I don't claim to be a potential Paul Getty, but I do work hard.
Mike, I think we're at cross purposes. I was talking about a loan.
Oh.
You're not offended?
No. But quite frankly, Tom, you've caught me at a bad time.
I don't want you to lend me money. I want to lend you the extra money you need to get your house.
Laura shouldn't have asked you.
I'm her father.
Well, even so.
I see here, Mike. You're not just getting Laura, you know. You're getting a family as well, heaven help you. Now get your house. I should telephone straight away if I were you.
Thank you.
Incidentally, just now, were you asking for Laura's hand?
No, I was only trying to explain what a thoroughly decent son-in-law I'll make. Hard-working, good prospects.
That's very thoughtful.
The only trouble is, I end up by borrowing £2,000.
We'll ask your cousin Sybil to the wedding, won't you?
What? I don't know. What cousin Sybil?
You met when you were little girls. You had a terrible fight and fell into the Heleniums.
Why on earth should I invite her to my wedding?
She invited us to hers.
I don't remember going to her wedding.
We couldn't. She lives in Canada.
Well, then she's hardly likely to make the trip to mine, is she?
No, but she should be asked.
Oh, this is absurd. Look, we haven't got a date, we haven't got a house, and here you are, asking me to invite people to my wedding who obviously won't come anyway. Oh, I was afraid you'd say no.
He's bigger than me.
Get on the phone, get on the phone!
No to what?
Daddy lent us £2,000 to buy the house.
Where did you get £2,000 from?
The IMF.
You're secretive sometimes, Tom. Did you know that?
Shh!
Engaged.
Oh! Where's my grandson?
We've sold him.
Why's everybody being silly today?
We left him with Jenny. I don't think tension's very good for babies.
It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry.
No, it's all of us. Even Phil's frayed.
No, I'm not. What's happening now?
Mike's phoning the estate agent with an increased offer.
But they're engaged.
But that was hours ago. Get on the phone, try again.
Well, I think they all need a drink. Who wants a drink?
Very large gin, please.
Good old Alice.
Hello? Mr. Selway speaking. About the house. The house I want to buy. Yes, buy! It's the house! What? Oh. No, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Must have dialed the wrong number. Got a Chinese takeaway.
I think I will have that drink.
What's the number, Mike? Now, relax, everyone. I'm lucky like this. It's ringing.
Hello, this is Mr. Selway speaking. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Clark there, please. Mr. Clark? Mr. Selway speaking about the house. Yes. What? Yes, but I'm now happy to be able to tell you that I'm in a position to... But that was this morning. Yes, I understand that, but surely it's not too late. Oh, I see. No. No, I quite understand. Yes, goodbye. It's gone.
be?
It was for cash, you see. Quick sale, no complications. End of story.
Oh, dear.
What stinking luck.
Look, I know it's rotten, but it's like that with houses. No one's lucky first time.
We're never going to be lucky.
Now that's silly.
No, it's not. It's a shambles, all of it. And I'm fed up with the whole thing.
She didn't mean it, Mike.
Anyway, thanks, Tom.
Look, I don't want to be alarmist or anything. The last time Laura ran away, she ran away to Brussels.
But she isn't packed.
She's Laura.
You've got to go after her this time, Mike.
No, I haven't.
Quite frankly, I'm beginning to think you both need your faces slapped.
Yes, you're probably right. But I mean, I don't have to. If she runs to the right place, all I've got to do is go there and meet her.
He wasn't talking about a suicide pact, was he?
Of course he wasn't.
I hope Laura does run to the right place.
Hello.
Hello.
Where did you go?
I went to see E.T.
What was it like?
I don't know. I panicked, Mike. I've been panicking all day.
I did notice.
And then not getting the house. Is life trying to tell us something?
Hasn't said anything to me.
I mean, here we are getting married. We never talked about anything.
You mean a baby?
Yes.
Well, I've changed my mind. I think I quite like one.
Well, that's no good. It's no good just changing your mind to please me.
Oh, I didn't. Probably childish, but I think I had to know that you wanted me first.
That is childish.
Yes, I know.
I'm probably too old anyway.
Probably.
We are a shambles.
I know.
Well, you don't have to keep agreeing with me all the time.
We'll probably become an equation taught in schools. Mike plus Laura equals shambles.
It's not the only house in the world, is it?
Just as well, really.
Not what you call a flying start.
It'll get better.
Will it?
Oh, yes.
Why, Mike?
Because...
Yes?
Well, because...
Yes?
I got you some flowers. That's why.
I love you.
The L must have fallen off.
Are you sure?
Oh, I must have done. It was there when I got it out the shop.
No. Are you sure you have me?
Well, I could never make a speech like this if I didn't.
They think we're like a couple of This is a fine romance.